My name is Aji, and today we're back with the You'll Never Guess What Happened series, where we attempt different fun and silly challenges and track how they go. This season has seen a number of new weapons added to the game, such as the Dragon's Breath shotgun and the exotic weapons. However, two of the most polarising additions I've seen added to the game this season have been the lever action rifle and the lever action shotgun. They really fit the hunter theme for the season and give a real cowboy vibe, but the reaction from the playbase has certainly been mixed, with some describing the lever action rifle as the worst Fortnite weapon of all time, whilst the lever action shotgun has had as many people loving it as hating it. So in today's video, I've decided to test how good these weapons are. So for 10 games, I'll only be allowed to use the two lever action weapons. Will I be able to get the hang of these two weapons, or will I hate my existence over the next 10 games? Well, there's only one way to find out. So, let's jump straight into the gameplay. In game 1, I decide to land at my home, the orchard, and with the first weapon I find being the lever action shotgun, it's a great way to start the game. It's not long until I'm thrown into my first real battle of the match. With me not having a swap weapon, I've got to play very calculated and build after every shot, which I'm able to do successfully during this fight. However, this brings more attention to the area, as yet another player runs into me, but this time my material count has run dry, which puts me in a really difficult position, although I'm just about able to survive it. This is something I've had to deal with frequently throughout these 10 games, as I often find myself out of materials and having to rely on a clutch shot with my shotgun. Although as I head into the endgame in game 1, I do have a lot of materials. However, by the time I'm pushed by another player, I've used up most of my materials. I decide to just bounce towards a circle, but I accidentally bounce myself even higher, which does look kinda cool, but considering I had someone third partying me from afar, it was the last thing I needed.
No way! Oh my god.
My favourite places to drop during these 10 games were the Orchard and Misty, as both have NPCs nearby that allow you to upgrade your weapons. During the last game, I'd not been able to find a lever action rifle, so with me now having one, I wanted to see if I could use it effectively, but my first shots with it don't go too well.
What is this gun?
I push in closer so that I can use my shotgun until suddenly I find myself in his box. So far this season, the lever action rifle has let me down every time that I've used it, so I wasn't expecting much from it during these 10 games. And the main reason for that is due to the bullets having travel time and bullet drop, which makes it challenging to hit a shot. But what makes it worse than other similar weapons is that the damage is incredibly low, with the green variant doing just 52 base damage. And then we have the lever action shotgun, which is one of the game's newest additions. Many of us expected it to be a revamp of the pump, maybe a more balanced version, but in practice, it's very different. It has a large spread, similar to the TAC, meaning that the damage is low from any kind of range and can be inconsistent. There's also a slight delay between when you pull it out and when you can shoot it, which has thrown me off and got me killed quite a few times this season. So it really surprised me how effectively I was able to use it in game 2. In fact, I somehow found myself 1v1 against the final player on 9 kills.
Was that lobby?
In the next game, I decide to land back at the orchard, and I've got company. I land at the main house, but I can't find a lever action weapon anywhere, so this really isn't looking good. Thankfully, just as I start getting shot at, I find a lever action shotgun, which stops me from being a free kill from my opponent.
Oh, that flick.
I really enjoyed that one. However, my joy was short-lived.
No! 21.
Something that I don't think anyone can argue about is that the lever action shotgun is very strong from close range. When I initially saw the shotgun stats, it looked overpowered. However, the bullet spread makes it more balanced, as you can't hit people for massive body shots from range. You've got to get close to your opponent and take the risk of getting hit back.
No way! What has he hit me for?
In game 5, my drop spot is heavily contested, and there are no lever action weapons in sight. I decide to head to the barn, hoping to find one there, but somebody spots me. However, somehow I manage to avoid all of his bullets. Thankfully, I'm able to find a shotgun. In fact, despite me not being a fan of the lever action shotgun before these 10 games, I was starting to get used to how it works, and found myself enjoying using it more. However, the same cannot be said about the lever action rifle, as I found it surprisingly difficult to find throughout these 10 games.
This gun is actually sick. What the fuck?
When people started fights with me from distance, it could make things really difficult for me, as I couldn't shoot back from long range. What this meant is that I'd often burn through my materials, just trying to get closer to them, and I wasn't able to get any early chip damage. I feel like I say this in basically every video, but fighting when you're low on materials was the most difficult part of this challenge, as I had nothing to spray with, and as I've said already, the lever action shotgun doesn't have any range. Because of this, running out of materials was near enough a death sentence, and unfortunately, with this shotgun, you've got to build a lot more than usual to create angles, and build after every shot, as the shotgun doesn't have a fast fire rate. You can't just jump in someone's face, like you would with the TAC, or if I had an SMG, so I think it's fair to say that the no match struggle was definitely real.
Oh, come on.
In game 7, I was able to farm for a lot of the match, so I didn't need to worry much about running out of materials. However, it was my old nemesis, Fall Damage, who decided to ruin my match.
Oh my god! Again?
Game 8 gets off to a weird start, as a soccer skin randomly decides to drop all of his loot for me. What a lovely fella. Honestly, we need more people like this in the community.
Whoa!
Okay, maybe not. Thankfully, I do have plenty of shield on me, but now another player has joined us, and he's not pretending to be a friend. By the time I've healed up, there's a mass brawl going on outside my box, and with me rocking just a lever action shotgun, I decide to just wait it out, waiting for my opponents to die or leave. However, the storm starts to move in, meaning I can't stay in this box much longer, so I decide to end the fights myself, starting with the soccer skin.
You trusted me, and I failed you.
It was nice to get my revenge for such a betrayal, but there's still one more player here, and surprise surprise, I've almost run out of materials. I don't want to fight this, I just want him to leave, but he doesn't. So by the time the storm has engulfed us, I take on a very risky fight.
Oh my god.
Later on, I see a player getting sprayed, so I decide to push in there, hoping to snag an easy kill and some free loot, which I'm just about able to do. It ends up being me against two other players. And hallelujah, I finally got materials and the high ground. So for the first time in this match, I finally feel confident that I can come out with the win. One of the players goes down, which leaves me 1v1 against the final player. I crack him for 100, but my opponent isn't going down without a fight, leading to quite a lengthy battle. I tried to bait my opponent with a bouncer, and instead go for the other side. I might have taken damage there, but I do have the high ground. At this point, I'm not sure whether to go for the heal off or jump down, as I suspect that he might be trying to knock me down. I'll leave you the raw footage of these intense final moments.
Yes.
That was such a sketchy game, so I really don't know how I've won it. Get in. Having used both lever action weapons for a few games now, I've learned quite a few things about them. The shotgun is fairly good, but you've got to use it from close range. However, the slow fire rate means that you need to have a swap weapon and play tactically, otherwise the lever action shotgun will be very unforgiving and can get you killed. And then for the lever action rifle, the most important thing that I've learned about it is that it's not worth picking up. It got to the point where I didn't even want to use it from range, as I knew that I'd probably miss my shot, alert my opponent of my position, and even if my shot connected, it wouldn't do much damage anyway. It's basically a sniper that does 50 damage. Who wants that?
Oh, come on.
Overall, I had fun with the lever action only challenge. It was certainly tough, but the shotgun was able to carry me through the games, which allowed me to get a couple wins. Despite the lever action rifle being absolutely terrible, I do regret not using it more, as once I'd finished my games, I heard of people using it like a shotgun and hip firing with it. So potentially, I could have gone for a double pump type strat during this challenge. So that's the end of the 10 games. I end the video with 2 wins and plenty of kills, but not a single one with the lever action rifle. Having struggled with both lever action weapons previously, I'm quite happy with how I did, and I can honestly say that I've been using the shotgun a lot more since recording this video. The rifle, on the other hand, is something that I have no plans to pick up ever again.
That is one big pile of shit.
So, what do you think about the lever action weapons? And is the rifle the worst gun in Fortnite history? Let me know in the comments down below. Also, if you want to support me as a content creator, then feel free to use my creator code, which is on the screen now. So anytime you buy something in the item shop and use my code, it will go directly towards supporting the channel, which would be greatly appreciated. Anyway, thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, leave a like and subscribe for more. And I'll see you next time for another video. Goodbye.